What are the rules I'm playing by in life? What are the rules you're playing by in life? Hi, I'm Nick. I'm a medical doctor turned soul doctor, and I am taking a look at the rules because I believe one of the things that helps guide us is when we realize that we're playing by our own set of rules. I play by my own set of rules. Those that I love have their own set of rules, and it's when we try to impose our rules onto someone else that we hit into friction. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some consensus rules for a family, for a town, for a city, for a country that they may want to play by together in order to expedite, enhance, move forward with life. Recognizing that those rules can always change. And then recognizing that different societies, cultures, towns all have their own set of rules, maybe completely different. And then there may be some universal laws, but most likely what we think are universal laws are just a current understanding of a potential universal law. And so I go back even to the rules of life, gravity. The more we look at it, it's never constant, it's never the same, but we were taught that it was. That's for simplicity. Or even the idea of right and wrong. The only thing that's true is death and taxes. All these things may sound so clear, common sense, and they're not, because there is no such thing as common sense. I appreciate someone who said, if you really understood a person, their completeness, you would understand the reasonings behind their choices or their rules that they've created. And it's impossible to truly understand the wholeness of someone else, because really, do I even understand the wholeness of me? Oftentimes, no, I've forgotten parts. I repeat certain things that rhyme keep coming back up. The problems, the triggers, because I keep forgetting that's going on. And one of the things I'm saying out loud now more commonly is reminding myself of these rules. And then the wisdom, if you've ever read this little comic strip called Calvin and Hobbes, there's a game they play called Calvin Ball, which is a game where you keep making up the rules as you go, and each person gets to make their own rules, and they keep changing. And they're playing this random chaotic game where it keeps changing. Then I realized, so clever. This is what we're actually doing all the time. But we're trying to say we're playing by the same rules. Even the games that we think have fixed rules, the mass sports that we have, football, gymnastics, everything else, the rules keep changing. They keep updating these rule sets. The rule sets keep getting bigger. And then we're wondering why things are getting more confused when we're having all these rules. And we'll get into regulations in the future as well, because that's dragging us down when we forget that not everything should have to be regulated and then creating a job for someone to enforce the regulations. When is that actually advancing society, or is that actually slowing us down? And right now, what are the places that we really want to be more conscious of, and not just racing to get there first? Rather, how do we become more whole? How do we actually produce? How do we actually have purpose? How do we create? And part of it is recognizing the rule sets we each play by. And then recognizing that, what are the rules that I actually want to choose? What are the rules I'm willing to let go of? What are the rules that are not serving me, that I'm living by, that I want to breathe into and feel it loosen up a little bit and see what wants to be there? And so know that I lead this thing called Ohana Breath every couple of weeks, that I do deeper work, but really want to start with something that feels like it's loosening things up, right? Loosening things up. Don't feel like you have to let go of anything, but loosen it up a little bit and see what happens. Soul Dog Tech here. Thank you so much. Ciao for now.